in support of their South Carolina Gamecocks. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on another team from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Ducks will boot it away to start the game. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Gamecocks offense takes the field. And here comes the big fella, a staple of this aerial attack, Jesse.
And he's a guy that can line up all over the field, David. There's matchups out there waiting to be taken advantage of.
Yeah, and it's so nice to be able to do that. It makes it easy to play quarterback when you can feature a guy like this that's fast, big, and strong.
The offense set for a first down play. Handoff from the gun. And that's a live ball. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it.
And that's kind of a kick to the gut because you think, oh, how can I get this game started conservatively, not turn the ball over, get the positive momentum, get that first hit out, and the first carry your running back sticks it on the floor, defense recovers. That is not the start you drew up.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. The give on the inside. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
This offense knew coming into this one, guys, how important it was to start early. And on this opening drive for them, they're doing a nice job running the football. They're on third down. They're in a position on the field now. If you're on defense, you got to be ready for a shot.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oregon! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Leaves it with the running back. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. He's got it on the right. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable 3rd down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back and getting that sucker on the ground in the open.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
You get 5 sacks in a game the way this defense did last week, and it's going to make your offensive coordinator second-guess himself a little bit with respect to protections. I'm not sure how confident this offense is early in the game because they've already given up a sack.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication is going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly what you drew up. Win your conference, be great in your conference, get to the conference championship. I'm not putting the cart before the horse, Palmer, but great start.
No doubt. To win the SEC is a long road. You know about that. I know about that personally, and they just got to take one game at a time. They've done an outstanding job of doing that this year.
Looking to move it through the air. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Trying to get the corner. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, the offense is running towards the open grass, right? They're going toss play to the field, but way too much penetration defensively, forcing that tackle for loss.
On second down, they'll take to the air. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Got it! Touchdown, Ducks! And once he got loose, it was all over. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped off the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 50 yards out. From inside the 10, here he comes. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job game tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Give to the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, and keep this drive rolling.
And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. And the Gamecocks getting set on 1st and 10. They try to pop a run on the draw. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the 1st down. The Gamecocks are in the red zone. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Able to get 1 down to the 15. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Jukes his way for more. And he's able to bounce off 1 tackle for a solid pickup. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the 1st period as we look at the stats. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the 2nd quarter. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it. Offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He'll try the left side. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get 1st downs, and ultimately get some points.
On 2nd down, looking again to throw. On target over the middle. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. No matter what uniform the Ducks are rocking, they are dressed for success on the ground.
Yeah, and that's who they are, right? They're dressed for success. They run the football, and then after that, what do? They run it some more, and they run it fast. Every Oregon team always been built on that tempo and ground game.
The inside handoff. They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards.
Listen, I know that's not a huge gain, but those run plays add up. They make you tackle the back every single play. Physically, you have to get some guy on the ground. It takes its toll throughout a 4th quarter game.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Power football with the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. Quarterback extends the play. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense. We got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side?
Dragged down at the 6 after a pickup of 2. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. Up and over, Yamo be there into the end zone.
And you don't want to leave your feet very often in football, but this is one of those areas where you do. In the end zone, near the goal line, you smell it. A lot of bodies in front of you. Just get up, get over top of them, get that touchdown.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Looking to go up top on first down. Flips it out to the back. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Using his feet to buy time. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And that is your job. The O-line has to protect the quarterback. That's the most important position on the field. You got to make sure you keep him upright. You got to do a better job.
This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He's going to run it. Still on his feet at the 45. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch them because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
Well, they dial up a pass play there on first down. And how about the quarterback there? Buys time. He's outside. He's looking for people to get open on the scramble drill, but there's nothing happening. Just a really quick decision to decide to take off and go get another first down now. And they've got the defense on their heels.
And the Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Moves away as he feels pressure. And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
It is good. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Kennesaw State is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Texas A&M. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Ducks are in the hurry-up. Comes out throwing on first down. Got him, and nobody's close. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And the extra point sails through for a 28-10 lead.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be...
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one so far from there in Columbia. And you know, in a day where the spread option and air raid are the offenses of choice, how nice is it to see the 3 yards and a cloud of dust approach? Although we've also seen some runs go for a lot longer. Physical offensive lines coupled with great backs is like a throwback to the olden days, and that's refreshing. And with that, let's send it back to the guys on the corner of George Rogers Boulevard and Bluff Road, Williams-Brice Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Ducks will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he's going to try to return this one. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
From the gun, running back gets to give. And the Ducks are stopped, but not before getting the first down.
Offensively, are you going to take 4 to 6 every play? Yes, please. Sign me up for that. I'm going to take that every single time. Great job by the offense. Staying patient, staying true to who they are. You want to run the football. You want to be physical. You want to establish yourself. Check, check, check.
Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. Fakes the grab on the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
He fires it out to the right. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the third quarter.
Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35. After the productive first down play in 2nd and 6. They feed him again. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. 3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4 down territory. The lone back's got it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. Here comes the offense on first down. They'll run the off-tackle play here. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Using the quick game. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Well, this defense has been dominating their opponent all game long, and I think you're really seeing the fruits of their labor on the recruiting trail. They have got some dudes up front, out of high school, in the portal, and those guys are just wreaking havoc on this offensive line.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
That last completion has them set up 2nd and short. They'll run it from the gun. Still running at the 40. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
And that's another productive run. This offense has had a bunch of them today, and the running back, I think this lead was built on this guy. He's done a great job all game long setting the tone, and I think that's why this offense has been successful.
Trying to get the edge on the toss. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Direct snap. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that run play.
Makes the grab. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And I understand what the offense is trying to do. Use the wide side of the field, right? Use all that space, picks on the outside, get on the edge. But the defense was too disciplined. Great job setting the edge, not letting him get outside and making the big tackle.
He wants it all. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. And as a holder picks his spot, it'll be a 25-yard attempt. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And that lead grows even bigger. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
They think there's room to run to the right here. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. Looking for space. It's Lawson. Good, solid tackle.
Listen, in these situations, it's so hard to push the ball down the field because the defense is playing pass. We bring in more DBs. We're dropping deeper in our coverage, and we're making you throw the ball underneath.
And that pass picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
He'll toss it. Discards him with the stiff arm. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Gets it past the marker. There to make the stop, and we've played 3 in this one. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Handoff to the lone back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding, offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line gets set, first down. They'll give it to the back. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
And you've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
Yeah, another good run. I feel like we could put that on loop, Jason. Just another good one. Another good run. Over 150 yards on the day. He's been the complete package, showing off all his skills.
Quick release by the QB. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Perfect timing to call that pass play. It's 3rd and short down here in the red zone. Everybody in the stadium expecting you to run the football, and if you don't get it, maybe you kick a field goal, maybe you go for it on 4th.
Touchdown, Oregon! And the punishment has been extended. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run. And the extra point is good. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
38, South Carolina, 10.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks. They haven't even allowed 100 yards passing in this one, and that's why they are way ahead.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
You got to love a defense that just is flying around and having fun. That's what these guys look like, right? All game long. Everything has gone their way, and here we are early in the 4th quarter, and they are still bringing their A game, getting a sack on that last one.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Getting some heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And the defense wrestles him to the ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hawkins. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. Ball in the air, intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
To the ground with the back. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead, you want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game.
And he's running in the open. Past the 10. Touchdown, Ducks! And the route is on. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Trying to make magic with his feet. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Quick strike complete. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive... maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Looking down the middle. He's got an open man. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the 1st down. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his target down the middle. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. The Gamecocks with the 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to...
Got enough space, and he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
The Ducks brought to the ground, but not before picking up the first.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, help set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. He's inside the 10. They finally make the stop at the big run. Is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Softened him up with a run, now to throw. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. The Ducks want to crank the tempo. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Fires toward the end zone. And the pass hits, picked off.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially with these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
Got a wide open receiver. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Great spot to attack there. Right off the turnover, try to strike and keep them reeling.
Absolutely. Coaching 101. Sudden change. When you create a turnover and you get the ball back on offense, attack, attack, attack. Use the momentum. Try to make a big play.
They'll throw it on first down. Slings it downfield. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Got it in the middle, it's Lawson. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Throws to the wideout. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Looking for a productive play on first down.
Green 25.
Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen, strip the football, do something.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. Timeout is called with just a single second left. One more play to pad the stats. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep pouring on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players, more physical. They were faster, and it showed today.
So that's going to do it for us.